We're here in the second half of our program with Donna Epps, our Resident Life Director, and we're here to talk about home health.
Yes, we are.
You have a very complicated job with a lot of buckets to keep filled, but today you're here to talk about home health.
Yes.
And you've been here with us, Donna, since March, right?
Right, since I started on March 31st.
March 31st.
Yes.
It seems like it's been a very quick time for you. You've had a lot to soak up.
I have, and
right.
It's been a great experience thus far.
Good.
And I actually feel like I've been here for a lot longer than I have been.
Right, but it's a busy, busy job.
Yes, it is.
And you came to us from where, Donna?
Well, I am actually a licensed nursing home administrator in the state of Virginia, so I have worked for various companies. So this is my first job in several years where I have not really worked under that particular license. And I came here because I was looking for something a little bit different to do.
Kind of branching out.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Well, we're very happy that you're here. So let's talk about what's happening in home health. First, I always have to, in order to get it straight in my own mind, explain to us the difference between home health and home support, because I think people always get the two confused.
Right.
I hope I'm not the only one who gets them confused.
No, you are not, and I had to really learn that distinction when I came here because the name of each service line is so similar. But home support services are our private duty services that are paid for by the resident. And we do offer registered nurse services, certified nursing assistants, but we also have companion services under home health. But under home, I'm sorry, so I did it under home support. But home support services are not reimbursed by your insurance carrier like Medicare. However, people that have long-term care insurance policies may have some of those services reimbursed to them through their long-term care insurance policy, and we do help residents coordinate the information that they need to submit to the long-term care insurance companies so that they can get reimbursed.
That's an important piece of that I did not know before. That part of that may be covered under a long-term care insurance policy.
Yes.
So the home support services are the people that most of whom we see in the green and bright blue smocks. So those are the way that we recognize most of them.
Yes. Okay. And like I said, those services are paid for by the resident, and it's billed monthly along with their monthly bill for other services. But I always like to point out that the initial nurse assessment for home support services is at no charge to the resident, and that's what really sets us apart from some of the other private duty agencies.
Yes.
And then home health?
Home health is different because what happens with home health?
Right. Home health services are covered by Medicare, and also if you have Erickson Advantage or another Medicare replacement policy. With the Erickson Advantage, though, we do require prior authorization, but in general, home health services are ordered by a physician, and those services can be ordered by your personal physician or by a physician in the hospital, or if you have been in the hospital and gone over to Garden Ridge for short-term rehab, we also get referrals from Garden Ridge as well, and the services are provided in your home, and your status has to be homebound. Can you leave your home? You can leave your home for physician visits, or if you don't have anybody else to get your meals, you can leave, of course, because you have to go pick up a meal to eat. But basically, you have to be designated as homebound to receive those services in order for them to be reimbursed by insurance.
What kind of services are involved?
We offer skilled nursing care. All of our nurses are registered nurses. We have 2 full-time nurses, 2 PRN nurses, as well as a clinical manager, and they can do.
A PRN nurse is what? I would call a practical nurse?
No, I'm sorry, like an on-call or a part-time nurse.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. So they provide a whole range of services in the home. They do disease management. They can do wound care. They provide services if you have chronic diseases such as coronary heart failure, diabetes. We also have, one of our nurses is a certified wound care nurse and a certified diabetic wound care nurse as well.
So these services are covered by Medicare.
Yes.
If I am homebound in my apartment, I cannot leave my apartment?
Generally, you can't leave to do things like go get your hair done or go to social functions, because then you're not considered homebound. And if you still need, for example, therapy services, we also have outpatient therapy here on the premises.
What about meals?
If you are able to leave and go get your meals, you are allowed to do that. What often happens if a person is homebound, sometimes they'll partner with our home support services, and they may have a home support aide that can assist with light meal preparation or can go pick up their meals for them.
Okay, so this would really be a team effort. If I am homebound, the skilled nursing care or the other nursing care would come and give me more medical care as I needed it, but it wouldn't be someone who would be there with me full time.
Exactly.
A person from home support might be someone that I would hire separately to be there with me full time.
Well, that would all depend upon what your needs were. For example, if you were coming to us from Garden Ridge, they would have done the assessment to determine that you were appropriate and safe to go home with these additional services.
Right.
And if home support services were needed, the nurse would come out and do the assessment and determine how much home support services you would need to complement your home health services.
Okay. So it's really a team effort between let's say leaving a hospital, some rehab in Garden Ridge saying, hey, you can go to your apartment. We think you can care for yourself pretty well, but you're going to be safest in your apartment. But you're going to need some health services to check on you, maybe some wound care, maybe some other rehab in your apartment. You may need someone to come and give you some help in your apartment.
Yes.
Taking care of yourself, maybe with food, maybe with bathing, maybe with dressing. Mm-hmm. But all of these work together to ensure that you get back on your feet as quickly as possible.
I could not have said that any better myself.
Okay.
You're absolutely right.
I'm just trying to understand it in my own mind.
Yes.
But no one is going to leave you on your own without giving you a range of services available to make sure that you are safe.
That is correct, and we are most concerned with making sure that the resident is safe in their own home, and so the nurse also serves as the case manager. So that nurse will help to coordinate all the services that resident needs while they were on home health services.
Now, does outpatient rehab come under home health, or is that separate?
That is separate.
Okay.
And the same manager who's over rehab services in Garden Ridge, Karen Hall, is also the manager over outpatient services, but we do coordinate with them as well.
But it's another part of this team.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I think we are down to just a couple of minutes left, and I think I took you way far away from where you wanted to go. You were going to tell us that you had some management changes.
That's okay. Yes, our manager that many of you have seen, Leanne Smiley, did go on and move on into another opportunity, but we were very, very fortunate that we had bench strength in the department with a lot of clinical expertise, so we have been able to carry on.
Good.
Maybe work a few more hours until we get that position replaced, but that in no way affects the services that we provide. And we've also hired a new speech therapist who will actually will work in home health and also work over in the rehab department in
Good.
Garden Ridge.
Excellent. Good. Anything else you'd like to share with our viewers this morning?
Well, as you know, I am the Resident Life Director,
Right.
and so by the end of August, all of the Resident Life departments will have transitioned over, so that I'll be working with the clinical departments as well as the cultural departments like
Good.
Pastoral Ministries, Fitness Center, Channel 6, etc.
You have the job that has the umbrella over many areas.
Yes.
Yes, right. Well, we're very happy you're here, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, right. And we have a few announcements before we leave you today.